Hi, everybody. My name is Mariana. I'm a business coach and I free moms from the 9 to 5 struggle by helping them ditch tech overwhelm, create marketing strategy, and attract their first paying clients. So, Carissa has asked me to do a little bit of a follow up with the goal setting class that I gave you guys on how to break down your goals when you are goal setting. So, in the goal setting course, you learned how to really write a goal and how to schedule it in. And I told you to break down your goal into like really tiny action steps. And so today I'm hoping to go a little bit deeper on that so that you can learn how to do this. I feel like this is the part where most people get stuck. By the way, my daughter was fully asleep 20 minutes ago and totally woke up. So if you're a mom, you know how that is. Okay. Let me see. I have some notes here to help me as I go along. So let's say I used the goal of losing 80 pounds, but I wanted to give you guys a more concrete business example because the reason I used an 80 pounds goal is because that is such an easy goal to break down, right? Like everybody knows you need to eat right and exercise. But I wanted to give you an example that would help you in your business. So here's a different example. Let's say you wanted to make $1,000 this month. So the first element of how you're going to make $1,000 in a month. Hi, Amber. Thanks for joining us. So let's say your goal is to make $1,000 a month. The first element of the goal is how much do you charge, right? So that's where goal setting in business can be a little bit different and a little bit more complicated than in regular life goals. So let's say you charge $500 for your program that you're selling. So you would need to sell two of them to make $1,000. And so what would you have to do every single day to sell that $1,000? Usually what that includes is thinking about your conversion rate. And if you're I think this group is mostly newer business owners. So when you're just starting out, a good number to shoot for is about 30%. So like for every 10 people that you get on the phone, 3 of them are going to say yes. Okay. So with a little bit of math and some rounding, you're going to get to about 7 discovery calls. I'm sorry. So hang on. So you're going to need about 7 discovery calls a week. Okay. In order to do that. And so, or once you get 7 discovery calls, you'll get 2 clients. So you would just divide the 7 by the days of the month, and then that's how many you would need in the week. Does that kind of make sense? And then you would need to see, okay, well, what do I need to do to get discovery calls, right? So it would be things like providing content every single day consistently, no matter what, right? Showing up, being a leader in my group. Maybe you have a Facebook group. Maybe it's just connecting on social media. You don't have to send, like spammy text messages or anything to anybody. Just connect with them. Follow how people are doing. Sorry, I had something come through there on my phone. Follow up and see how things are doing, right? Like, just because you're connecting does not mean that you're flat out promoting your stuff or being like, get in my program now, right? So it's more about breaking down the goals into actionable steps that you can take every single day and figuring out what those steps will look like. When you are brand new in business, this can be pretty much the hardest part of the goal setting process. So that's why, there's coaches like myself and Carissa who are here to help you. And of course, there's tons and tons of resources and totally fail forward, right? Like maybe you tried to do a promotion and it didn't work. Okay, well, look at it. What went wrong? What happened? Did you have enough people sign up? Did you not have enough people sign up? How can you get more people? And I'll tell you, like, from my personal experience, the more value that you provide to the marketplace, the more you will be compensated. So when you say, I need 2 clients, that doesn't really give value to the people you want to sell to, right? So finding a way to, sorry, I'm just going to breastfeed on Facebook Live. I hope this group is mostly women like my group. Okay, so, yeah, so, what value can you provide, right? And that's usually content, being helpful, being thoughtful, right? Like, so those people that you're following up with, maybe you listen to a podcast and you're like, I really think that this person would benefit from that, right? So that kind of stuff is so helpful because it shows that you're human and that you remember things about people and building relationships. They're like, you cannot go wrong with building relationships in business. You're either going to end up collaborating together or you're going to end up with a client. And so it's a win-win situation, providing value and building relationships. And that's how I, really like to focus all of my business effort on. And that has served me like extremely, extremely well. Okay, what else? And the other part about it is like consistency. Consistency is huge. So when you set the goal, make whatever your daily action step is, doable. A lot of my group is mostly mom entrepreneurs. So we have this going on like 24/7, right? So for me, when I do goal setting, it's very picky. Like it's, okay, this is something that I can do in like 5-10 minutes, 20 minutes tops, and I will make myself do it even if it means I get 20 minutes less of sleep every day. So really making that commitment and making it doable for you. For me, like that really means like going in my Facebook group every single day is a non-negotiable for me. Like I do not go a single day without going in my Facebook group and providing value there and posting in other Facebook groups. It depends also like where you're focusing your marketing efforts as well, but that for me is absolutely non-negotiable. Does all of this kind of make sense? If you have any questions, you can post them in the chat bar. And if, I don't know if any of you guys are in my challenge, but I use everything I do is on Trello. And I love it for goal setting because I literally create like, if you're familiar with Trello, it's like a project management app. So you can create different boards in Trello. And I create a board for for each day of the week. And then as I go along, I'll move the little, they're like cards, and I'll move it down each of the lists one day per week until I've gotten to the end of the week and I know I've done my task every single day. So for me, it just works really well with the way that my brain works. But I've seen people use different project management apps to handle all of their stuff. And I've seen people use, obviously paper. You could do it that way too. But I just forget my notebooks everywhere and I'm all over the place with my kids. So that's really not an option for me. So if you guys don't have any questions, that's pretty much my lesson. Oh. So, yeah, so if you need anything, reach out to either one of us. We're here for you. And like we have collaborated, right? Like we are working together. I helped her with this project. And we work together. I'm actually going to ask her to do another project together with me here after this. So, that's kind of how business is awesome. Like you start to meet people, you start to connect, and you start to work together on stuff. So have an awesome day, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.